Hi, my name is Megan Lorson, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a beautiful half up, half down style for a wedding or any kind of formal event. It's going to be a beautiful half up, half down. I'm going to be doing it on Morgan's hair today. She's got super thick, long hair. So I'm going to show you all the products that I'm going to be using to prep her hair and all the products I'm going to be using along the way to style it. But we're going to be doing a really pretty voluminous half up, half down, so let's get started. All right, so the first product I'm going to be using in her hair to prep with is the new Paul Mitchell Tea Tree Hemp Hair and Body Oil. I love this oil because it's super lightweight and it just soaks right into the hair and absorbs right into the hair and into your skin. But I like to prep the hair with this, especially if their hair is long and thick and coarse. Even if they have fine hair, this is a really good oil because it is super lightweight and just absorbs into the hair. It's not anything super heavy, but this is going to nourish the hair and just prep it for our style. That way she's going to get a nice, smooth, shiny end result when we finish styling it. And then once I put it in the hair, I just like to take my brush and just comb it all the way through the hair to make sure all the product is evenly dispersed throughout the hair. And then I'm going to section her off, and we're going to start putting some curls in it. If you guys hear little baby noises, my little baby girl Hunter is in the room with me, so you're going to hear some baby noises. Alright, so we're going to section her hair off and start curling the back. And I'm going to be using a wand for this style. And a lot of times when I'm doing half up, half down styles, I like to use a curling wand because it is a lot faster and it saves a lot of time, and also it helps for a lot of people. The curling wand does a really good job of holding curls. So the next product I like to use is Paul Mitchell Hot Off the Press. This is a heat protectant, but it also gives hold and helps to fight frizz and humidity, which is great, especially for anyone that's going to have an outdoor wedding or anybody who has super frizzy hair. But I just love that this gives a little bit of a hold. So I'm going to spray each section that I do with this so they get that heat protection but also that hold. And then I'm using my 1-inch Paul Mitchell curling wand. I love this wand. It curls really well, it heats up really quickly, and it does a really good job of holding the curl. I'm just going to start wrapping it around. And I have it set at 360 right now. And I'm just going to hold it on there for a second. And then I like to hold my curls for just a second. This is going to help set them, cool and set them. And depending on the hair texture, you can pin them up for even more longevity, or if it's a certain type of hair texture that doesn't like to hold the curl, you can definitely set it, let it cool for 20 minutes and then take it out. But just holding it also helps to set that curl so it stays in for a really long time. So I'm going to finish curling the whole entire head like this, spraying each section with Hot Off the Press, and then I will show you the next part of how we're going to be putting it up. Started her next section, and I did want to mention real quick, so as I go up I'm taking zigzag sections, and I'm also going to be bricklaying the curls. That way we don't have any like lines that we've created. That way it fills in the hair and creates a nice beautiful flow. And then on this I'm gonna alternate which way the curls face. So on the bottom, I turned the curls all this way, and on this row, I'm going to turn them the other way. And then we're gonna just keep alternating them and bricklaying them as I go up the hair. Okay, so I'm getting up towards the top now, but before I curl this, I want to go ahead and get a little bit of product in her hair, prep it a little bit for her bump. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do that. And we're going to go ahead and get the volume that we want in it and then finish curling the ends. So I'm going to be using a little bit of the Puff Me Light texture powder. And I'm going to section her hair. Just take a little section under here. Let me just make sure you guys can see that. And I'm just going to spray a little bit of that powder right at the root area. And then I'm going to take another section back. And it's important that you just get this on the roots. You don't really want to get much on the ends at this point, or else it's going to be a little bit more difficult to curl, and it's going to be a really funky texture when you go to curl the ends. And then now she's got lots of texture and grip and volume up here. All right, I'm going to take my teasing brush, and right where her part is, I'm just going to lightly tease that. And because we've got the Puff Me, it's going to lock that right in. But I don't want her hair to separate when we pull it back. So I'm just going to lightly tease back to right here, right before we get to her crown area. That way this will just all nicely come straight back. And I'm just going to lightly comb over that. And then we're going to take a little section right here. And then I'm just going to twist it. And then at this point you can pull out some pieces if you want to give it some more texture or more volume, and just kind of see where you want it. And I like that. So then I'm going to go ahead and tie an elastic right here. And the reason I stopped curling at this point is because if I were to curl the hair all over and then go back in and do this at this point, then it's going to mess up my curl and I'm probably going to have to redo it anyways. So I like to get my volume, get my style, like the base of it, done first, and then I'll go back and curl the rest. I'm going to just give that a little twist and just kind of out a little bit where I like it, and then make sure I like the amount of volume that's there. I'm gonna grab the same amount of hair on the other side. And her hair is really thick, so I'm taking more sections and using more elastics. If she didn't have as much hair, then you could definitely get away with using less elastic bands. But for the volume that I want to achieve in her hair, I want to make sure that it's going to hold all night. She's dancing, doing whatever she's going to be doing. So I'm just going to secure this one. And then once I secure that, you can pull it out a little bit more. I'm going to take a little bit more of that whipped taffy on my fingertips and make sure it's completely worked into your fingers before you start using it. And then I'm just going to go through and smooth any frizz there is, pull out any hair that I want to pull out. And then we're going to go ahead and pull this up. Hunter has a lot to say in this video too. Okay, and then I'm just gonna play with this and see where I want it. That looks good. I'm going to lift this one up though, and I'm going to bobby pin. All right, so I just pulled up this side, and I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and put an elastic band to pull these two together for added security, but you will need to go ahead and bobby pin those in place anyways, just so you can get both sides pulled up, and then you can put the elastic in once you have it pinned up. So I just removed the two bobby pins, and now I'm going to give it a twist so it kind of locks it in, and then I'm just going to take this elastic band and we're going to put that in here. And then after doing that, you can pull it a little bit tighter and then go ahead and pinch and pull out the sides how you want them, give them the amount of volume that you want. And then I'm gonna go ahead and brush this out to just make sure I've got the hair smoothed out where I was putting it up in the elastics, because we're gonna curl it in just a minute. And then we're going to take this piece back down, and then it's got a little opening in the center. We're going to give this a little bit of a twist, and then we're going to loop it up through here. And then we're going to pull it tight, and then you can see how much volume that just got. And so it's going to be like a beautiful voluminous style with cascading curls. And then we're going to actually do the same thing under here with this one as well, just to connect this one from this one so there's no separation between the two sections. So we're just going to give this a little bit of a twist. That's going to help us feed this through and under this one. And I like to put my two fingers down and then grab it, bring it over, and then pull it a little bit tighter. And there, now we have two little perky ponies, and you can see how much volume that's going to get and how pretty that's going to be once we curl it. Now I'm just going to put some more heat protectant on it and finish the style off curling it, and then I will show you guys the after. Okay, so I just finished curling her hair, and I'll show you guys the finishing touches that I'm going to do, but look how pretty that is, so much volume, just by doing those two little perky ponies. I'm going to go ahead and secure this top one. I'm going to go underneath, and I'm going to take a bobby pin, and I'm going to do this one right here, and then I'm going to open it up and just stick it flat and weave it in. That way it keeps it nice and secure and keeps it flat. And then I'm just going to use my hands to comb out these curls and position it exactly where I want to. I'm gonna come down through here. And then last but not least, I'm gonna take a little bit of hairspray, and I'm gonna be using the Paw Natural Super Clean Extra. I like this because it gives good hold, but it's not anything super sticky or super stiff. You definitely don't want that. If anything, that type of hairspray can create even more frizz in your style throughout the day. All right, and then I'll give you guys a 360 view of the whole entire thing. Oh, Hunter's just moving my camera now. I'll give you guys a whole view of the whole entire hairstyle. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and sorry about all the little baby noises, but just trying to film this video and do what I can when I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys got some good tips and tricks out of this, and stay tuned because I'll be doing a lot more updo videos and up styles and all kinds of stuff like that. And if you guys have any video requests, as usual, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.